Good evening, it's Brad from ResellersGamer.com. First, and I always forget to do this, I'm going to do it first, I want to welcome all the new subs. I've had an influx of subs recently and yeah, welcome to the channel. If you like what you see, thumb up, leave a comment, introduce yourself down below. It's always nice to meet you all, and I do try and answer the comments. I do get a bit lax sometimes, it's just because I'm busy with work and stuff, but I try my best. I do read them all and I do try and answer them all. But yeah, today is a pickup video. Everything's been bought today. A little bit of cash floating around, so I took myself out in the wild and came up with some gold, which was nice. Bit of gold, as Dad would say, a bit of gold. So, before I get onto that, I want to thank everybody that did video responses. I think I've seen them all, and I've left a comment thanking you for doing it. I found it really interesting. The responses to them questions. And as I said in my video, it's really nice to get to know the person behind the camera, the person we see day in, day out, week in, week out. And yeah, they all collect stuff, and you've probably done similar things before in the past, but if I've only just stumbled across your channel, like Scott, Sega Saturn Lad, it just saves me going back and watching them videos. A bit lazy, I know, but you know, you're putting new content up all the time, so by the time I got around to watching your older videos, I'm behind with your new videos. So it's just nice to get a general feel for the person that I watch. And out of them questions, I think we found out that we're all big wimps, aren't we? We all, well, most of us play horror games with the lights on. And we also are not fans of DLC. The multiplayer one was really interesting because I think it might have been Scott was the first one to mention, I'm not sure. He took it out of the box a little bit. When I asked that question, in my mind I had it as online multiplayer or single player. And a lot of people saying, well, mainly single player, which was quite surprising because obviously the consoles, the modern day consoles are designed for multiplayer. But a lot of people were saying, but multiplayer, if you've got friends round, and it's something I know for, of course, yeah, when you've got friends round, you bust out the N64 or something and, you know, a bit of Mario Kart or whatever. And yeah, some really cool answers. Really good answers. Thanks a lot, guys. Really appreciate that. Maybe somebody else could do it, you know, 10 gaming questions and answers and get it going, get a chain going. If we're allowed to nominate someone to do it, I'd like to nominate Sweet Gamer Raz. So Sweet Gamer Raz, come up with 10 gaming questions, give your answers, and let's see if we can do a similar sort of thing. Because it was really fun, I really enjoyed it, I really enjoyed watching the videos. So, on to pickups, and I'm going to apologise, I do have a hat on tonight, as you can see. My hair, obviously, beard, I'm actually growing the beard now until the baby's born. It's something I'm going to do. I'm not going to shave until the baby's born, so hopefully I'm going to get a nice big beard. The wife's not very happy about it, but I don't like shaving anyway. It's my fucking head in every morning, so I decided to grow the beard out. Plus it's fucking freezing out there and it keeps you warm. So anyway, pickups. Like I say, got all this morning, out in the wild. Started off charity shops. As you know, I've told you before, there are about 6 charity shops around where I am. Oh, excuse me. Only one charity shop today had games in, out of all of them. It was Oxfam. Now, I don't usually like getting them from Oxfam because they're usually shit, and I've usually got most of them, but they did a 4 in today, and they're all 99 pence. So, in the bag, I'm not even going to take them out of the bag. They'll go on the shelf later today. I want to do this video, so I'll get them out now. The first one is for the PSP. And I think Metal Jesus Rocks this week mentioned this one. And I can't remember if it was a bad game or a good game, but it's Star Wars Lethal Alliance for the PlayStation Portable. Well, excuse me, I'm drinking Coke. Next one, these are all, like I say, box and complete, all 99p. For the PSP again, International Athletics. I'm sure they're only worth 99p, but they were there on the shelves. The next one's for the Nintendo DS. And if anything, for 99p, I'll use the case because I do have a loose DS game up there. And it is The Sims 2 Castaway. So, and finally, PlayStation 2 games. You know, I'm going for a complete PlayStation 2 collection, all 2,300 or whatever there are, UK. And for some reason, when I was counting up the games this weekend, and marking them off what I've got, because I've picked up some over the last few weeks that I've not added to the list. And this one wasn't on there. Now, I'm sure I had this game. I'm absolutely positive I had it. It's, for me, the best game in the series. People are going to argue and say the newer one's the better game, but this just blew me away. And the soundtrack is absolutely amazing to this game. And it is Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Like I say, I haven't got a clue why I haven't got this. I don't know. In fact, this is the only one that's missing the manual. So if anybody does have the old manual for this, I'd love to get hold of it, because obviously I'm trying for a box complete set and I don't have the manual for it. So if you've got it, it'd really help me out if you could send it to me. We could work something out, whatever. I do need the manual for it. So that was the charity shop finds. So after going around the 6 charity shops, only finding them, a little bit disheartened. I had a feeling I was going to find some gold today, and it was like, oh, bloody hell. I took myself for a coffee in Costa. And as usually, when I'm out in the wild, I tend to go on Gumtree. And the first thing I found on Gumtree, in fact, I'll tell you the first thing, for £100 it was listed at. Now, I'm not going to pay £100 for anything. There's no chance. Unless it's brand new and I really want it, there's no chance in paying £100 for a second-hand item. Not a chance. So I actually cheekily emailed him a lowball bid of £50 just to see what he would say. So I was drinking my coffee, didn't expect an email back. In fact, I'd emailed 2, maybe 3 people with lowball bids. And this guy got back to me and said, I'm not going to take 50 for it. The only reason I'm selling it is because I've got an upgrade and blah blah blah, but I'll do it for 60. And it's like, definitely, no problem, that's fine with me. So for £60 I got Assassin's Creed Revelations. These are all boxed and complete. Woodland, if you're watching, let's get it on. FIFA 13. Brothers in Arms. And Battlefield 3. But not only that, I mean £60 for that, you're not going to pay £60 for them, are you? Or you'd probably get them for 30-40 quid. But included in that was a brand new, it's not brand new at all, it's the newer model 500 gig PlayStation 3 box. It's the super slimline one over at the top that opens. That's got the controller, HDMI, power lead, all the hookups you need, all the paperwork. Boxed a little bit tatty, but not bothered about that. So this is definitely going to go and replace my fat 80 gig model. And I'm sure I will get the £60 for my fat version, not a problem. I'm sure I'll be able to get that. I'll throw in a couple of shitty games I've got. And so this is basically for an upgrade. It's cost me absolutely nothing, which is, I'm really stoked about. I'm really happy about that. Can't believe it. So I'll get my son to put the one on eBay and see what I can get for the old one. I would offer it out to people. I've had it years, and I'm sure it's not going to last too long because it's an 80 gig. It's one of the very early ones. I don't want to, offer it out to the community and then saying a couple of weeks later, it's fucked. I don't want to do that. But yeah, I'm sure I'll get 60 quid for it at least. So I was happy with that. While I was sorting that out, obviously, another 2 lots came on from the same guy. Both listed separately, for £30 each. Now, when I saw what was included in them, it was like, well, 30 quid each, it's worth it. It's not a bargain, but it's not overpriced. It's about right money for each item. So I said yes. I said yes straight away. £30 each is fine, 60 quid for the pair, for the 2 lots. But I'll go into what I actually paid for them afterwards and why I only paid what I paid for them. So his first lot was a black Nintendo DS. Now this is absolutely mint, honestly, it's spanking. I can't see a mark on the outside of it, there's not even a thumbprint on the screen. It is absolutely amazing. The quality of it is, it's like brand new. It's like just taking it out of the box from the launch. And included in that, again, these are all boxed and complete, is some bloody happy cooking thing. I'm sure the little girl's going to like that. Again, another one for the little girl. Dogs. She's actually been playing this evening. She enjoys it. Surf's Up, which I was playing. It's actually quite fun, a bit like a Mario Kart racing game where you're surfing. Up from Disney, not tried it yet. Cars, which is absolutely terrible. It's like loads of little like mini games that make no sense whatsoever to the film. Well, not that I've seen the film, but I'm sure the mini games have nothing to do with the film that I was playing. One that I will play, and one that I used to enjoy back in the day, especially on the old PCs, and I think I've got it on PlayStation 1 as well, maybe even PlayStation 2. It's been out on every console available, I think, is Theme Park. Looking forward to playing that. The next one is one of the reasons why I said yes, I'd take this. It's New Super Mario Brothers. And for some reason, there should have been 2 copies, but this one had no game in it. So if anybody is looking for it, the actual manual and the Nintendo points are still in there, and they're absolutely mint. There's no dog ears on them. It looks like they've been opened a couple of times. Absolutely perfect. So if anybody wants this, you know what to do. I'll send it out to you. And finally, a game that I'm not all that interested in, but if I'm going to collect DS, and I've got a few DS titles now I picked up from the charity shops, that's why I wanted a DS. It's Pokemon Diamond. Something that I'm not interested about at all, and I'll go into that at the end of this video, my thoughts on these. So that was the first lot that should have been £30. Now his second lot was for not 1 but 2 Game Boy SPs, and they're both the AGS 001s, so they've both got the brighter screens. Both work perfectly. Both screens, no scratches, nothing on them. The blue one has a little bit of wear just on the bezel there. Looks like somebody's been chewed on it, but you know, it's not too bad. And a couple of scratches on the back. They've both got chargers. In fact, they've both got chargers, I think I've shown you. And the red one is a tiny bit of wear just to the label. I mean, just a couple of scuff marks. There's nothing serious on it at all. A little tiny scratch there, and it's absolutely perfect inside. So, included with that was I don't know what these are, wireless adapter. Now, you're probably going to laugh at me here because I don't know the name of it. It's a Pokemon game, but the label's come off. It is a real one. I've checked inside. They're all branded up and all serial numbered, so everything is original. They are not copies, except for one, which I'll ask you about in a minute. But it's this blue Pokemon thing. Like I say, I know nothing about Pokemon, so it's this blue one. Sim's busting out. These are the ones with label damage, and such a shame because I would like to have had this in my collection. Found a box for it, just because it's an older one, and yeah, it's the Pokemon yellow. But it looks like it's been left in a machine. It looks like it's been left in an SP actually, because the actual label is faded, but it's faded in a way that the SP, like the back of it comes to there, and then it's faded at the top. So yeah, it's a shame about that. But also included was bear with me for a minute. Sorry about that, the little girl's just walked in, fast asleep, sleepwalking. She's never ever done that before. Just walking around the lounge. But anyway, going back, included with the SPs, I've actually got goosebumps, it really scared me. I wondered what it was. Included with the SPs, some more games. So we've got Bionicle. I'm going to murder some of these names because I can't. Oh, this one's not too bad. Beyblade G Revolution. One for Andrew, PS1 fan. Dragon Ball Z Torquesti, something like that. I haven't got a clue. Rayman 3. Beyblade V-Force. Spider-Man 2. And this is the one I wanted to ask you about. It's called Sega Smash Pack. Now I can't see any markings inside it. Oh yes I can, there's a marking in there. It's got on here Golden Axe, Echo the Dolphin and Sonic Spinball. Now I had a quick look online, I couldn't find anything about it. So is this an official cart or is it a dodgy, shitty Chinese cart? Not sure. Maybe it's an official one, because I can actually see the markings in there now. So, yes. And finally, we've got Pokemon Fire Red and Pokemon Emerald. So, like I say, he wanted £30 per lot. I agreed that. I said, yes, that's fine, not a problem. He came round and I didn't know about the damage to them, and also Mario was missing one of the games that he said was there. So I ended up paying £30 for the lot. So I got everything there for £30, which I think is an absolute fucking steal. Great day's picking. So for 60, 90, 94 pounds, I got all that today. Really pleased with it, really am pleased. Great day. I wish it could be like that every day. Well, I don't, because it'd be skint. But, you know, for £94, PlayStation 3, 500 gig games for PlayStation 3, and the rest of the stuff, I think it was an absolute bargain. And people say to me, you know, you're a lucky bugger, you're a lucky bugger. And it's not a case of that, it's a case of being on Gumtree and just being there at the right time. Somebody's going to pick them up for these prices, somebody's going to get them at these prices. If it's not you, it's going to be somebody else, and 9 times out of 10 it's going to be a fucking reseller. Not that there's nothing much wrong with reselling stuff, I'm going to sell a couple of these bits, but you know, it's a matter of being there and just getting it. I'm quite fortunate that I'm able to work from home, and I do have Gumtree running quite a lot, even though the area I live is quite a nice area. A couple of miles down the road, it's a bit of a shithole, and you do tend to get quite a lot of bargains out of that area, one reason or another. I don't know why, but you do get some bargains out of that area. So yeah, that's it. Now I think this will probably be my final video for this week. In fact, I'm going to do a video response to the 16-bit brothers, but the actual pick-up wise, this will probably be it this week. 94 quid, so I don't think we're spending anything else with baby on the way. Next week I will be out and about with Dave. I'm a Gamer Geek. He's coming up to see me, so hopefully we'll do a short video from here, and we're going out in the wild for the day. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to meeting Dave. He's got a lot of knowledge. I've talked to him quite a lot on the phone. He knows his shit, and hopefully while we're out on the road we'll be going to see a few other tubers around the Manchester area. I know I've hit one up and we'll go and see him, and it'll be nice to get out there and have a little meetups and see what's going on in a different area, because I only travel through 3 towns really, so it'll be nice to go further afield and see what's out there. I know Dave's coming quite a way, it's about an hour and a half drive for him, so I think he's looking forward to it as well. So yeah, as always, you know what to do, keep picking them games up, and you know, the main thing is keep gaming, guys. You've got to keep gaming. And also check out Tubby Tubers on Facebook, Sweet Game of Raz's page. We're all a bit tubby. Keep gaming, guys.